Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all are having a blessed, wonderful day. It's Friday, it's the end of the week. The weekend is upon us. We made it through the week. Um, this is the second to last week of the month, so next week will be the last week of September. And fall is upon us. So I hope everyone had a great day today, and I hope you have a great weekend. Getting to the topic for this video. So, as we know, those of us who follow sports, Ime Udoka was suspended for a year for violating the Celtics organizational rules by having a consensual relationship with a female staff member. The way the Celtics handled this was messy because, as far as I'm concerned, this should have been a non-story. This should not have been newsworthy. But considering the time that we living in and the climate, it's like anything is news. Someone could stub their toe. Oh, he stubbed his toe. That's news. So a trip over a banana peel, something crazy, something that's silly would become they make more of it than what should be. They make a mountain out of an anthill, and it's like, really, it's crazy. But this is the time we're living in. But like I said, the Celtics, the way they handled this was messy because this should have been handled in house. He violated team rules. Okay, either terminate him or suspend him for 10 games, the first 2 weeks of the season or something like that. But for the whole season, Robert Sarver was suspended a year for saying nigger, for being caught saying that. So Ime Udoka gets the same time that Robert Sarver got. Well, he eventually said he's going to sell the Suns and the Mercury. So, but Ron Artest was suspended for the season for his role in the Malice in the Palace years ago, back in 2004. So Ime Udoka gets the same amount of time as Ron Artest did for causing a riot. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And Brad Stevens came out, who was the coach of the Celtics before Ime Udoka. He's now, I think, the general manager or something, I guess. I know he's in the front office. He they had a press conference. He was at a press conference earlier today, and he said that he was upset with the women involved who were victims. And the first thing I thought, women that were victims, but he said, I guess there was erroneous information being spread on social media of pictures of women that Ime Udoka was supposed to have a consensual relationship with. That the images of these women weren't the women. So I understood that. I said, okay, that makes sense because you know if that's not them, then why y'all showing their pictures on social media? So I'm like, wow, that makes sense. But it's just the language that he used, and I think it's more to this is going to come out as the days go on. Something's not being told. It's more to the story. It's more to this. It's more to this than meets the eye. There is. It wouldn't surprise me if they accuse Ime Udoka of criminal behavior. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, but it wouldn't surprise me if they said, there were unwanted text messages. Um, he was being forceful, even though they reported that it was consensual. It's between him and this woman. It was consensual. It was their business, but it's all out. They put their business. They're airing out their dirty laundry for the world to see it, not just for NBA fans everywhere to see it. And it's messy. It's embarrassing for the league. It's embarrassing for the Celtics because why is this man's dirty laundry being put out there? Yeah, He cheated on his fiance. That's bad enough. He has that to deal with. But let that be between him and Nia Long. Let him and his family deal with that. Why y'all airing this man's dirty laundry out there? Why? Like this is the first time that a coach slept with a had a relationship with a female staffer. Players have had relationship with people in the organization. Coaches, owners, general managers. Hell, look at what Phil Jackson did. He had a relationship with the late Dr. Jerry Buss's daughter Jeannie, and he made no secret about that. That's how gangster Phil Jackson was with it. He was seen with, holding hands with her, going to dinner with her. He didn't give a damn. That's how bold Phil Jackson was about it. That's how gangster he was about it. Yeah, I'm sleeping with the owner's daughter. So what? Yeah, we going out. There was plenty of pictures of them holding hands, walking on the beach together, doing whatever. They made no secret about that while he was coaching the Lakers. He was sleeping with the late Dr. Jerry Buss's daughter, Jeannie, the owner of the Lakers, the late great Dr. Jerry Buss. Phil Jackson was sleeping with her daughter, with his daughter, while he was coaching the Lakers. But no one said nothing about that. There was silent church mice about that. But Ime Udoka, oh, it's out there. He's gonna be suspended for a year. He violated team rules. Come on, y'all, really? Okay, he violated team rules. Bad, shame. We're gonna suspend you 5 games. The first 2 games of the year. The first few games of the year, excuse me. First few games. Maybe a week or two. Fine you. But you suspend a man for a year, and a year, really, really. When it comes to a black man committing an offense, like I said, we have no margin of error. You have your margin of error is very, very, very minuscule. When you white, it's big. It expands. It's as long as the days are in Alaska, even longer, even longer. That's the country we live in. That's America with 3 Ks. That's how it is. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification button, the subscribe button, so you get notifications so when I do videos on here. This is the world we live in, man. It's not fair. They didn't. They are not playing by the rules, but they expect us to. But such is life. Like I said, I hope Ime Udoka gets through this. Um, my prayers and thoughts are with his family. It's a bad situation. It's messy, and shame on the Celtics for airing this man's dirty laundry out. Yeah, he cheated on his fiance, but do we all need to know that? Do we all need to know that it was a consensual relationship between him and his female staffer? Do we all need to know that? And now the feminazis are coming out. They're coming out the woodwork. Malika Andrews. I just saw a video earlier today on ESPN on Stephen A. Smith's show. She tried to come out at him of taking up for Ime Udoka and vilifying the women. He had to check her. I don't like Stephen A., but I salute him on checking Malika Andrews because she needed it. She was trying to come at him reckless. She was trying to come at him, and he had to check her. But this is what they're doing. They're trying to cause this divide between the black man and the black woman. Because I've seen it on social media. He cheated. He violated team rules. A dog gonna be a dog. A dog gonna be a dog. Okay, yeah, he was wrong for cheating. Yes, he was. We understand that. But you're using this, and see, I see what they're doing. This devil is very sinister. They're using this to try to make all black men look bad. I've been seeing it on social media. Just because a man, no one's above being cheated on, that's true. Whether it's Neil Long or anybody else, they're not above being cheated on. A man gonna cheat. It has nothing to do with you. Men are dogs. We gonna cheat. I don't buy that. I don't buy that one bit. I've been happily married close to 5 years. Been with my wife, been with her 7 years. I haven't cheated on her because that's the person that I am. I'm not perfect by any means. I don't claim to be perfect, but that's just how I was raised. I'm not gonna cheat on someone that I want to spend my life and my dying days with. I'm not gonna do that. I want to stand 10 toes down with this woman. I want to build with her. I want her to be there with me through thick and thin, through the good and the bad. I want a life with this woman. I'm not going to jeopardize what I want to build with her over some fling. It all depends on the man, what's in your heart. Yeah, women get cheated on. The finest woman. My mother was cheated on by my biological father. I get it. Women get cheated on. The finest women, the not so attractive women. It happens. Should it happen? No. Men get cheated on. People cheat. I'm not condoning it. It's wrong, but it's the individual. Not all men are dogs. Not all women are dogs. And female dogs. I'm not going to use that word on here. But you see where I'm going with this. It's all on the individual. Ime Udoka was a weak individual. He was weak. With that being said, he wanted this relationship with this woman. She wanted a relationship with him. That was their business. Why is it being put out, being aired out across the world? Why do we need to know this? People have cheated on their spouses in the workplace for decades and will continue to do it. I'm not condoning it. It happens. Do we need to know about it? No. That's between the parties' families and for them to figure out and to work through. We don't need to know this. And Stephen A. Smith is right. Others have done it for decades in sports, and they kept that hush hush. But this man is put on Front Street. What about the woman? What about the individual he cheated that he had the relationship with? Why isn't her name known? Is she fired? Why aren't we knowing the details about her employment status? We know about Ime Udoka's, and granted, yes, he's a public figure. He's coach of the Boston Celtics. But what about her? It's okay to blast him on TV, but not her. If it was consensual, they both should be at fault. Am I right or am I absolutely right? If his name is known, her name should be known. Come on now. Let's be fair about this thing. This is why the feminists have no leg to stand on. When they talk they mess, it goes in one ear right the other. Because y'all have no leg to stand on. Y'all are so hypocritical. If it was bad for him, it's bad for her. If he's being blasted, she should be blasted too. If he's being punished, she should be punished. Come on. Let's keep it a buck. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Speaking of being black in America and being treated unfairly, It came out today in the Athletic that athletic directors, excuse me, athletic department staffers at the university at Arizona State University, the Sun Devils, um, that they were giving game plans to their opponents, Arizona State football, the Sun Devils. The staffers were giving game plans to their opponents, setting up Herm Edwards to get fired. Herm Edwards was fired earlier in the week. He was with the coach of the Arizona State Sun Devils for I think what 5 years, 6 seasons, something like that. Had a 26-20 record, 6 games over 500. He never won more than 8 games. They fired him early in the week, and it came out that today a report in the Athletic reported that staffers in the athletic department were giving game plans to the Arizona State football team opponents, to their opponents. How sinister and evil is that, man? You didn't like this man, so you set him up to be fired. I hope he sues the hell out of Arizona State. Sue them for everything they have. Sue them, sue the hell out of these mofos. That is so evil, just so sinister, downright disgusting. Why not fire the man? Why do you have to go behind his back giving game plans to his opponents and send them up to be fired? Why? Just fire him. Say, you know what? It isn't working out. We're going to go in another direction. Be an adult about it. Be mature about it. Don't be bitches. Excuse me for saying that, but I had to get that out my system. Don't be bitchified. Don't be bitches. That's what it is. I know I said I wasn't going to say that word on here and I said it. Forgive me. But this makes me upset because it is they're being punks. They're being punctified. It's just some punk foolishness. You're gonna set the man up to get fired. It's sinister. That's Arizona. They don't like us down there, as well as in Boston. We have a coach in Boston with the Celtics that's being suspended for a year. And now we have had a coach who was coaching the Arizona State Sun Devils get fired earlier this week. Was set up to get fired. How sinister and evil is that, man? That's just downright disgustingly sinister. You can't get more low down than that. Just downright, just low down disgusting. But Arizona State was being investigated too because Herm Edwards was accused of having contact with players, with recruits during the COVID-19 pandemic. Uh, there was supposed to be non-contact due to COVID, but he was accused of having contact with recruits. So the school was being investigated. Now, if you want to fire him for that, I get it. I understand it. If you could prove it, then yeah, you fire him for that. But to set the man up to be fired, that's just down, just downright down low disgusting. Scum do that. That's just scumified. I'm just making up words here, but that's just disgusting. Utterly disgusting. And I hope Herm Edwards sues the hell out of them. He's a he's a good football coach. Not a great football coach. He's a decent football coach. Seems like a decent person from what I've seen of him on ESPN on his days doing the NFL. Seems like he has a strong faith and belief in God. Herm Edwards strikes me as being cut from the same cloth as Tony Dungy from that tree. Tony Dungy, um, Mike Tomlin, the late Dennis Green. He seemed like he's cut from that cloth. Decent men, honest, honest to a fault, honest. That's gonna tell it. They're just gonna tell you like it is. They're gonna tell it like it is, whether you like it or not. They're not gonna sugarcoat the truth. That's that's a type of person that Herm Edwards strike me as. I'm gonna give it to you raw. I'm not gonna pull any punches. I'm just gonna tell you, tell it to you like it is. Tell it like it is. And I guess Arizona State, they couldn't handle him being a black man in Arizona. So you had to go behind his back and fire the man. Had to go try to set him up to be fired. Screw Arizona State. Screw Arizona. Not just Arizona State Sun Devils. Screw the state of Arizona. That was foul. That's downright disgusting and just foul. If he did something that deserved his termination, then you terminate him. If he wasn't winning and producing on the field, I get it. Hey, we're going to go in a different direction. Thank you for your time here. We appreciate what you've done for us. No hard feelings. You shake the man's hand and you move on. But to set him up to get fired, that's just downright disgusting. I can't be more clear about that. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. This is America with 3 Ks. This is the country we live in. Black man does not have any margin of error. It's like this. It's very minuscule. This is your margin of error. But when you white, your margin of error exceeds the stratosphere in all aspects of life, whether it be sports, government, blue collar, white collar jobs, whatever, education, Wall Street, whatever the case may be. You can screw up as many times as you want. Do whatever. You're given you're given more chances than cats have lives. You are. But black man, you screw up in the least bit, it's blown up. It's blown out of proportion. That's how it is. Speaking of white men screwing up, um, why hasn't why haven't ESPN reported anything about Brett Favre stealing from underprivileged citizens in Mississippi? Hmm. Why hasn't that been touched on? He knowingly took funds meant for underprivileged people in Mississippi. Knowingly. Just like if I steal some money and I give it to one of y'all and I tell you that the money is stolen and you know the money is stolen. You see me do it or you know it's stolen, I tell you, and you knowingly take it, you're just as guilty as I am. You're just as guilty in a crime as I am. You knowingly took stolen money. I stole the money, I gave it to you. You know the money is stolen, but you still took it willingly, knowing that it was stolen. You're just as guilty as I am. So this person that gave Brett Favre this money, I forgot who it was, um, taking funds meant for underprivileged people in Mississippi from the poor, the desolate. You taking money that was meant for them, knowingly stolen money, and this his name isn't plastered all over the media. He's not tarnished. Why is that, you think? Hmm. Does this have something to do with it? We blasted T.O. They blasted T.O. into oblivion. Skip Bayless, all those talking heads on ESPN and other networks. T.O. was a malcontent. Randy Moss. Y'all blasted them. Could you imagine? Could you just imagine? Just imagine. If Donovan McNabb would have done this, he would have been tarnished forever. Forever. I'm just thinking of a retired black NFL quarterback. Donovan McNabb's name would have been tarnished. Had he taken money, stolen money for underprivileged citizens, his name would have been tarnished forever. Forever. Donovan McNabb, tarnished. If it had been, who's another great quarterback that retired? Um, I said Donovan McNabb. Well, they tarnished Deshaun Watson, but Donovan McNabb comes to mind. His name would have been tarnished forever. They tarnished Colin Kaepernick just for taking a knee um, against racial injustice. He was public enemy number one for taking a knee for protesting peacefully against racial injustice. But Brett Favre, y'all are silent about this man stealing money? And he knowingly did it. But y'all are silent about it. Silent. You hardly hear about it on ESPN. Matter of fact, you don't even hear about it on ESPN. Shannon Sharp brought it up on his show with Skip Bayless. Stephen A. Smith hasn't brought it up, at least not to my knowledge. But Shannon Sharp did, and kudos to him. But Brett Favre just gracefully goes under the radar. Well, you know, he took some money. Okay, all right. Well, okay. Email Udoka, it's a shame. Deshaun Watson, it's a shame what they. You blast these men. Colin Kaepernick hates America. He's been seen as a terrorist, as public enemy number one. But this devil steals money, and y'all don't say a damn thing about it. But that's America with three Ks. It is what it is. Just a good another day in good old America, like a good homie of mine loves to say. And he's right. Just another day in good old America. It is what it is, y'all. That's how white supremacy works. They are working 24/7, 365 days a year to take us down. It's on its deathbed, but sadly, it's fighting a good fight. It is fighting that fight tooth and nail, baby. And it's a lot of us that are gatekeepers for it. A lot of us are gatekeeping for white supremacy tooth and nail, more so than trying to fight for black people, trying to build with our people. And it sickens me, but it is what it is. And that's a story for another day. But meanwhile, just hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Disgusting, man. It's like you can't escape it, even in the world of sports, whether it be basketball or football, whatever. You can't escape it. Black men will not get a fair share. I don't care what aspect of life is in. And sports is no different because it's sports and you got it. America with three Ks. On that note, y'all, I'm gonna hop off of here. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Have a blessed, wonderful weekend. Whatever you do, please be safe. Ladies and brothers, be safe, be safe, be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. Be aware of your surroundings and just be safe out here. Be safe. Wherever you go, whatever you do, please be safe. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. I love y'all. God bless. Hit the like and hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your take on these things. Please drop your comments below. Thank you for subscribing. Continue to subscribe. Support my videos. Support my podcast. I will be doing a podcast probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, because it's long overdue. It's long overdue for me doing my podcast. So but please support my podcast and my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for the love and support. So next time, God bless, take care, and like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's do that. All right, y'all. Till next time, God bless. I love you much. Take care. All right, I'm out. Peace.